Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. It is Sunday night, February 19th, 2012. It's almost midnight, actually. We started really late tonight. We've been off our game. Welcome back to another episode of the Super Awesome Film Show with Tom K and Alpha and Amber. I am Tom K, and I have not one but both hosts with me tonight. I have Alpha and Amber both here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. And I think, well, last time we did a film show, Alpha was not here because, well, first of all, I thought he was mourning the loss of the great Joe Paterno up there in State College, but actually he just...
For the record, I was.
You were...
Okay.
You got depressed.
But I was also extremely doped up on pain meds.
He got so depressed that he took his car to a guardrail and just... Ugh.
That is not the story. I wrecked my car before Joe Pa died.
Oh, okay. Well, let us hear okay, though. And full of drugs. Anyway...
Well,
okay.
Yeah, hold on, I have to ask a quick question.
Yes.
What is this about my car having a J name? I'm sorry.
Your car is called Wheeljack?
It's also named after one of the Generation 1 Transformers.
Like I
the
said.
The mad scientist of the Autobots. Come on.
Like I said, you named your car after a Transformer.
Nope, it's not my fault. I blame Emma.
Who's... Oh, wow. Like, years ago, like, one of the old, like, Collective Network hosts?
Yeah. Demolition?
Wow. All right.
It's all her fault.
All right, well. Let's get into... Well, we've been off for, like, a month. I think the last film show was, like, the 23rd of January. The first week, we took a week off because there was nothing in theaters we wanted to watch. Then Super Bowl happened, and then I forget what happened. Like, and then I think, like, something else happened. Then Justin couldn't do a show. Then I couldn't do a show. So we were like, we're touching on like almost a month of no film shows. So that's what we do now, you know. We're back in season 1. We were doing like a show a week, one show a week. Doesn't even matter. We knocked it out, man. Me and Alpha back in the day. And then second season, still we knocked out at least like 2 episodes a month. Now we're touching on like maybe if we're lucky we'll get an episode a month in, you know. We're an amazing, amazing program nowadays. Anyway, let's talk about the box office because, well, this weekend Ghost Rider 2 came out, but it only got into third place. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, Denzel Washington's movie Safe House was at the '1 spot for, I think, the second week in a row. Good for him. And surprisingly, The Vow, the Channing Tatum, Rachel McAdams romantic film, little love story thing, is in second place. It beat out Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, as can I.
But
it's Valentine's Day, and it's like...
There should be no question why The Vow beat Ghost Rider out to be...
Alpha, what a gorgeous segue, Alpha, because I know that you and I both saw The Vow. Not together, but we saw The Vow.
It would be awesome if you guys saw it together. On like Valentine's Day.
Oh, no. We could have gone on a double date.
Totally. No. Anyway, Alpha, what did you think of The Vow?
I liked it. I went in with like really low expectations. Mostly
As
because
did
I mean, I went in and I was pleasantly surprised by the story.
Okay.
Yeah, not that. Well, I was pleasantly surprised by some of the humor that ended up coming out.
Yeah.
And I was laughing like crazy.
Really?
No, not like crazy.
I didn't like find much to laugh at about this movie at all. I mean, like, okay, when I first saw it,
I shouldn't say laughed. I chuckled a lot.
Yeah. Well, when I first saw it, like, I left the theater and I'm like, ugh, what a little campy, crappy, like, romantic, mushy film, and the ending is storybook, and what kind of storybook? It's not like the ending was slightly askew because it's based on a true story, so it follows how the true story ended as well. But as I thought about it the next day, because my girlfriend convinced me that like it wasn't the worst film in the world, because there's just It's a true story, so I don't know you're gonna hear about it. And, okay, well, pretty much you already know that she loses her memory and like that kind of stuff, and the whole point is like, can he win her back? And well, I'm gonna spoil it for you guys because it's part of my review. He doesn't win her back. He does not win her back, and she cannot remember 5 years of her life. They do reconnect later, like about a year later, and they do end up having a family together based on the true story. But the sad part is, I thought about like the next morning. I woke up, I'm like, wow, like that person has forgotten 5 years of their life. It's not just like an amnesia thing. Like there are 5 years of their life that they cannot remember happening. They could have had the most amazing 5 years of their life, and it's just completely gone, and they can't recall it at all. And that's kind of serious. So I don't know. I guess it's some heavy stuff. I think it was supposed to make you like cry your eyes out, and I don't think it did that at all. And the Alpha cried a lot. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't. I found it a little more campy than anything. Like it. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't horrible. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
But the only overall, it was pretty good. It was okay. I mean, it was good for a date night movie.
It was.
And the only real complaint I have is how it ended. It just ended on like an awkward note, and then goes to, oh hey, the family or the couple that this movie is based off of, and then shows a picture of them, and that's it. I mean, they could have done more with that, like say had like a little photo slideshow or something.
Yeah.
During like the first part of the credits, like some movies do, with like outtakes and blooper reels and stuff. Had the credits rolling alongside it with like a little bit there, and like a picture of their wedding and so on and so forth, or even pictures of the real people that the movie is based off of.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a nice touch at the end.
Funny thing was though, like surprisingly though, well, it's not gonna last long, but The Vow opened up with $41 million, which was actually, so far anyway, it was the highest opening weekend for any film of the year so far. So I don't know.
But the year's still young, and
the year is very young, and Batman comes out, and Batman comes out later. No, Batman comes out later. That's gonna destroy everything.
Oh yeah, Batman's gonna destroy everything. But we also have, I believe, the Avengers coming out this year.
Twilight Part 5 comes out this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last long, but
damn you, Twilight.
Good for Channing Tatum. Get some money. Make that paper.
But overall, I would say if you can catch a matinee of this movie, or hell, wait till it hits like your local dollar theater if you have one.
Yeah.
Or actually, better yet, wait for it to hit Redbox and
watch it totally alone.
No, snuggle up with your loved one. Whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your transgender life mate, your dog, your cat, whatever. Watch the movie and,
And also make sure that you you also give your life partner the question of, if I forgot my memory, would you fight for me? And if you say yes, you sound mushy and a piece of shit. And if you say no, you sound heartless and soulless. It's a trap question.
Exactly, it's a trap question.
But let's move on to other films that came out. Let's look at the box office. We've been out here for a month. I don't think none of us saw Safe House, right? The Denzel thing.
No.
Damn it. Yeah, it looked good though. Let's see, Ghost Rider. No one saw. I really don't want to see the Ghost Rider movie, but it's from the guys who made the Crank films, which is just, as far as camera work goes, is like insane. Like
they're on like roller skates.
We're gonna tie a rope to the back of this car, and I'm gonna put the camera on, put some rollerblades on, and just follow Nick Cage on the motorcycle, down I-66, and just hope I don't die for my film, so it's pretty heavy.
And the thing is, they're not even wearing, like, so, like, in the theater, they show, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff of them, so I knew that they were doing the rollerblade thing, but I was watching, I'm like, shouldn't you, like, wear at least, like, some pads, or even a helmet?
Hell no.
If something happens, you're dead. Your brain is coming out of your head, because you were going so fast.
Yeah. Oh, man. In fourth place was Journey to I don't fucking know. It's The Rock and Vanessa Hudgens.
No.
And, yeah. And apparently Michael Caine. I had no idea. I looked at the poster again. Like, they hide it really well. I never saw a trailer for it or anything, right? But they hide it really well. In the poster for this film, you see Michael Caine riding a giant bee. Like, what? Look at the poster for the film. Michael Caine is in the background, like, riding a gigantic bumblebee. Because he's like the grandfather or something in the film, or like the adventurer or something. And they're going to, like, go try to find him. I had no idea Michael Caine was in this movie. Michael Caine is, like, just catching a giant paycheck here. That's really all he's doing. It's like, all right, Mike, I'm gonna be on this giant bumblebee. And that's it. I'm pretty sure he has, like, 15, 20 minutes of screen time the entire film. Like, he's at the beginning, he's in peril, and then he escapes everybody else at the end of the film. Alpha just signed off. I think he's dead.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, Skype just said he signed off. Well,
okay.
That's okay.
Wait, is he back?
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Alpha?
Yes, Tom.
Alpha, you're back. Sweet.
All right.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just actually sending you a message in the Skype chat.
Uh-huh.
And I added my bit. I don't really have anything else for this week.
Oh, she's gonna leave? Is that how it is?
I'm sorry. I really love you guys and all, but
He's got
my girlfriend is not happy with me. And
we were going to discuss Star Wars Episode 1.
I don't want to talk about Star Wars Episode 1 in 3D.
Okay. In that case,
I saw it when it originally hit theaters. I think I have it on VHS or DVD. I don't remember.
Alpha, go tend to your needs.
Yeah, I have to go appease my girlfriend.
All right.
She's not happy with you guys.
Oh, well, sorry.
All right, I'll see you guys next time.
I guess so. Thanks for stopping by.
Continue on without me. Carry on without me.
Stop by, Alpha. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Anyway. The fifth movie. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I'll talk about This Means War for a quick second, because This Means War was, I don't know, it was a comedy romantic action film directed by Mick G., the man who made the first Charlie's Angels films. It stars Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's going to have a gigantic year because he's in this action film. I think he's got some independent thing coming out this year. And he's also playing Bane in the new Batman film. He's going to have a huge career, a huge year this year. He's going to make so much money. Good for Tom Hardy. This is just a slick, over-the-top action film. Reese Witherspoon is horrible in it.
Really? Why is she horrible?
Because she's just, I don't know. I never liked her in the first place. But in this film, she's just like, this role could be filled with anybody else. Katherine Heigl could have done this role.
No.
Jennifer Aniston could have done this role.
Not Katherine Heigl.
But they could have picked any aging blonde woman to fill this role, and it would have been the exact same film. She brought, like, no character to it. She was just, like, the pretty blonde girl who dances around and, like, is struggling to find love and whatever. Chris Pine and Tom Hardy make the film, because the best parts of the film are when Chris Pine and Tom Hardy are, like, arguing or just like talking back and forth to each other. That's the best part of the whole movie. Like, the dialogue they share together is honestly the best parts of the whole film. And Reese Witherspoon's best friend Trish is played by Chelsea Handler, who is an amazing actress slash comedian slash talk show host. So she was fantastic. I think she's just on autopilot. She's just doing like I don't know if they even give Chelsea Handler a script. Just like, Chelsea, just like talk to her on the phone and just like do what you always do for everything. That's funny, though. That's funny what she does. So, and the bad guy is played by Till Schweiger. You may also know him as Hugo Stieglitz from Inglourious Bastards. He plays the bad guy because they don't even talk about the bad guy in the film. The opening of the movie, it's the two main heroes are like fighting Hugo Stieglitz's character, and they kill his brother, and he finds part of Chris Pine's suit, and he ends up hunting down these two guys, and like the side plot, which is odd. The side plot of the action film was that someone's trying to kill them. So yeah, like they're trying to like fight over the same girl, and at the end, it's predictable. Like they get into a fight, they become no longer BFFs forever, and at the same time, Hugo Stieglitz comes in and tries to start killing them, and then they have to reunite and become best bros again, and save the girl and also kill the bad guy. It's predictable. And I guess I really won't tell you who she chooses, because she does choose someone at the end, and yay, blah, 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 blah. It's McG doing more action-y camera work, and McG, I guess, I do like McG's action films. I do. Like, he is good with the action, horrible with the story.
Yeah.
Like many other action, like Michael Bay, same thing. So I want to see a McG Michael Bay collaboration. It'd be awesome.
I don't even know if there would be a storyline.
There wouldn't be. It'd be like Fireball versus bigger Fireball.
They might as well just make a music video.
It'd be sweet. I would watch. I would love that music video actually. Just car chases and explosions.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Let's go back to the box office. In sixth place was Star Wars Episode 1. Should we review it? I mean, it's been out.
There's no need.
Yeah.
There's no need to review that.
If you like Star Wars, go see it. It's the same thing that you have on...
If you like Star Wars, they're not going to go see it. Because if they're big Star Wars fans, this is the one movie they will not see out of the entire series.
But you don't miss a chance to go see Star Wars in the big screen again.
They're going to wait for probably the last three and maybe the third one.
I'll definitely see the last three in theaters again.
Yeah, people will go and see the last three and maybe the third one because
that's not going to come out until I think 2016.
Yeah, in another
when the new
5 years or something.
Yeah, like they're putting one out every year apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put out. They should put out like 3 a year. You know, like put out Attack of the Clones in summertime and put out Revenge of the Sith like in the Christmas time, and you're set.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do what Disney's doing. Disney's not waiting every year. Disney's like doing every
Disney's
months, right?
them out. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Little Mermaid for Disney.
I know. I think Lady and the Tramp's back in theaters. I think it's going back out in theaters eventually too, because they released the Blu-ray Lady and the Tramp. I don't know what they're doing with that.
Is it going to be in 3D though? Because I thought it's like Blu-ray and 3D.
It probably will, because you know what an old 1970s animated film needs? What? 3D animation somehow?
I thought they were just doing the 90s, late 80s Disney releases. Like I know Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. I know Little Mermaid. Most definitely Aladdin. Aladdin would be a great one for 3D.
I guess. I want to see Hercules again. That was a good one.
I don't know.
Hercules or Mulan.
Those are the two. I've seen Hercules. I've never seen Mulan.
What?
Yeah, I never saw it. I stopped watching.
It's on YouTube in HD, actually. Someone put a nice 720p copy of it. It's a great transfer, and it's on YouTube.
I know. It's just I guess I stopped watching or whatever. Disney movies, I think it started to go down for me. After Mulan, I don't know. Eddie Murphy's playing Dragon. They got Ming Na. That was good. It was Mulan and Emperor's New Groove are the ones I was I'm not watching anymore. Emperor's New Groove, you didn't see that one either? No, I've seen parts of it and I was I don't like this. Come on. All right. Anyway. Well, let's discuss the 7th place film of the week. I saw this movie 3 weeks ago when it first came out. Chronicle. Yeah. Which is a debut film from the director named Josh Trank. And writer. Written by Max Landis. Josh Trank, yes. Yeah. So it stars 3 unknown actors, Dane DeHaan, Michael B. Jordan, and Alex Russell. And the plot of the movie is it's a handheld camera film, and they go. It's hard to set the whole film up because it really is I don't know. Amber, you start. Where should I start with this film? Well, I'll go with it if you want. You go with it. It's a handheld camera type, found footage type movie, and it's these three guys who basically get superpowers from a mysterious meteor crash. I don't know what it is.
Some weird mysterious meteorite spaceship thingy.
Yeah, and basically they get telekinesis. Basically, and from telekinesis, it can make them do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So from telekinesis, they kind of basically get superpowers. They can move things with their mind. They can fly. They can. I think they can manipulate objects, can't they?
Yeah.
I think they can do stuff like that. So they do that, and one of the kids kind of is abused and has some kind of issues, and
the main character
starts to lose it.
The main character named Andrew lives in a family where his mom is dying from cancer, and his father, played by the awesome Michael Kelly,
is abusive.
And he's on disability, and he's he's alcoholic. And so I think some of the camera work they use, at least as far as when Andrew's character alone is just by himself. The camera work, I think, is fantastic. The opening scene is just him setting up the camera on a tripod against the door of his bedroom. Yeah. And the dad comes in, just bangs, and the mirror shakes, and you see the camera kind of vibrate. It looks just some really good camera work at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
it's just get annoying after a while, to the point where I was just they could have made this movie and not have it be a found footage movie.
Exactly.
It started to annoy me to the point where I was I wish they had just made it normal, because I'd still be interested.
Because they introduce and it's not just it's not like a Cloverfield or a Blair Witch thing where it's just one continuously long tape. It jumps back and forth. If there's
snippets of things.
There's a female romantic interest for one of the characters, and she has a camera too. And sometimes it cuts to her camera footage instead, so what her camera sees.
Which was really random and not needed.
And there's a fight scene at the end, and the Andrew picks up all these iPhones and cameras with his mind. So there's a nice rotating shot around the two heroes.
Yeah.
Because the cameras are surrounded, because he has an orbit of cameras around him. That was kind of stupid.
Yeah. There
was one great thing though when they used some hospital security footage. And I thought if they stuck on that, because they cut between that and then the tripod, and I thought, why the hell did they set up the camera and the tripod in the hospital room? That was odd to me. If they just stuck only on that one static shot with no camera movement at all, just this one security camera footage, and kept the father's dialogue like it was, that would be an amazing scene. It was just that one up in the corner, fly on the wall angle of this father about to beat the crap out of his hospitalized son. Oh, that would have been great.
So random.
That would have been great if they didn't have the camera on the tripod in the room. That just ruined it for me.
Yeah. Like I said, this could have been still a good movie, great movie for me, if it wasn't shot the way it was with the fan footage thing. If it was shot normally, regular cinematically, I would have been fine, and I think it wouldn't. I think people would have liked it even more. I mean, people are liking it, but I think it's just getting old.
I gotta say, the first hour of the film I think is fantastic until the point where he goes on his burglary spree. And I think after that, the film just kind of falls off, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Because he moves the camera with his mind, so that kind of gives the directors an excuse to, okay, let's have a dolly crane shot here, because he's using his mind to move the camera, so he can use this cool lifting towards the sky shot because he's doing it with his mind totally. I'm like, it's like an excuse. He's
using his telekinesis.
Yes, he's using his telekinesis to do some amazing camera framing.
Yeah.
With his mind. Because in all the other films, all the other handheld films and stuff, like Cloverfield and Blair Witch Project, there's moments where the camera kind of falls halfway or something.
Yeah.
Or he's holding it by the side and his finger gets in the way, and you see out of the corner of the frame, the bad guy show up, or something happened in the distance.
Yeah.
This camera is always on a tripod or floating just enough that you can see everything happening. So even when he's getting his ass kicked by his dad, the camera just kind of floats there. Oh, I guess he has really good mind power.
Yeah, it was just a little distracting. Yeah.
And not to mention, he seemed kind of like Anakin Skywalker from Episode 3 at the end, where he's all burn victim and stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently, I was researching. Max Landis and Josh Trank are both huge fans of the anime Akira, which is
Yeah.
like it looks just like Akira at the end. It's like an Akira moment at the end.
It was very Akira.
It was, but they
Yeah.
much like they said like they love Akira, so that's like a tribute to Akira more or less. That's why he's dressed like the same way as Kaneda was.
Yeah. It was very similar.
Or Tetsuo. Was it Tetsuo or Kaneda? I forget.
I think it's Tetsuo.
Tetsuo!
Yeah, he's always screaming at him.
Alright.
All right.
That was Chronicle. It's definitely, like, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Definitely get on DVD to rent. Definitely rent.
It could have been a lot better, but it was by no way going to be the worst I've seen of the year.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
The middle ground. It's definitely rentable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's everything I saw this weekend, but you got two more films we got to talk about. In eighth place was Daniel Radcliffe's horror film, The Woman in Black.
Yeah, I just saw that. And it was okay, but it's not worth paying money to go see in the theater. It was just like, and it's basically about this guy, Daniel Radcliffe, who's like, I don't know, I'm not even sure what he is, but he works for a firm, and his wife's died, and he has like a 4-year-old son that he's taking care of, and he's like still mourning after 4 years of his wife being dead, and his firm's like, you need to go and take care of this next job, or you're fired.
How old is he supposed to be?
I'm guessing in his 20s.
Okay, because he's only like 22 years old. The actor, I mean, like
yeah, but I mean,
I always see him as like a younger guy. Like I know he grew a beard for the film and stuff, but he just looks so young to me.
But I mean, it's like the late 1800s or early 1900s, so people got married young and had kids fast.
I guess that's true.
I mean, and he could be playing older. I think that what they should have done, because he has a very young, youthful face, and everybody's Harry Potter, him. I think he should have grown facial hair to make, he should have grown a beard or a mustache or goatee or something to make himself look a little bit older. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. But so he plays this guy. So his firm's like, you need to go to this town where this woman died, and you need to go take care of her affairs. You need to go, and she has a whole bunch of stuff going on, like papers and stuff, and you need to get all of her papers and stuff together. And they're like, if you don't, you're fired, because this is ridiculous, 4 years, and you're not doing you're like mourning. So he goes to this town, and all the people are acting weird, and they don't want him to be there, and all this stuff. And this mansion-y house is like in the middle of a marsh, and it's away from town, and like he can only go at certain times because the tide comes in where he's completely isolated, and the road gets washed away that he can't go anywhere. So he goes, and there's like a ghost, basically, the woman in black. And the funny thing is, like, all this shit's happening around him, and he's like not phased by it. He's like, oh well, I'll go and I'll go see what's happening over here. What's going on? Like, it's kind of like a stupid white girl in like a slasher movie where she hears a sound and goes toward it, and then she gets killed. Well, like, all this shit goes on around him, and he just keeps on going toward it. He doesn't run out of the house.
This all seems totally natural.
Yeah, and the kids start dying because there's a curse and everything, and he's got to figure stuff out. And by the way, his kid's going to be coming in like 4 days to meet him, and they're like, and he's like, I can't bring my kid here because he'll get killed. So it's just a crazy mystery, whatever. And the whole movie is not worth seeing the movies. Maybe a rental.
Yeah, and not
like $1 rental.
And I think like this, Daniel Radcliffe will always make money on his films because Harry Potter has cemented him as like a teenage little heartthrob boy toy thing. Because when I think I went to go see Chronicle, and like there are people like in Harry Potter T-shirts and stuff buying tickets to go see Woman in Black. I'm like, oh, there it is again.
He wasn't bad. I mean, it was a completely different performance from Harry Potter.
Exactly. And there's just the same situation when I think Abduction came out with Taylor Lautner in it. Mm-hmm. People in Twilight shirts buying movies, like these like two teenage girls going to go see that movie. I'm like, you do not know what you're in for at all, do you?
Well, the thing is I think Daniel Radcliffe is a way better actor than Taylor Lautner.
He definitely is, but it's just like I think some of the fans don't realize like he's not always going to be Harry Potter. He's going to go do different roles and stuff. I think as he ages though, hopefully, and he's
he was doing Broadway and doing more mature roles and musical stuff like that. He's trying to, he's gonna have to find a role that he can get famous for again, but it's completely opposite from Harry Potter, which might be hard to do, but he is good enough actor that he could.
I say
there's something out there.
Everybody who wants to break character needs to go play a rapist on Law and Order. Seriously.
Or in a movie. A rapist in a movie.
But it'll work for anyone. Go play a rapist in Law and Order and you're set.
Or a druggie, something where you literally have to transform yourself from what you look. And that usually has to be bad. Like, you have to gain weight and be like an overweight slob, or a druggie where you're really skinny and weird looking and stuff, something like that. You got to find one of those roles.
Yeah.
Anyway, Woman in Black, that's my review for that.
Awesome. In ninth place was The Secret World of Arrietty. It debuted with $6.4 million. It's like the new Studio Ghibli Miyazaki film, which pretty much is just like an anime version of The Borrowers. But yeah, I didn't see that one yet. I might
Me either.
Eventually. And in 10th place was Liam Neeson, who does not turn an acting role down anymore, in The Grey.
The movie was badass.
Was it really?
It was. It was really good.
Question. Did you ever see The Edge with Alec Baldwin and Anthony Hopkins years ago?
I've seen parts of it, but
is it similar? Because it looked just like the same thing to me when I saw the trailer. Like, it's just like The Edge, except without a bear.
Yeah, but The Edge, though, they had a cabin to run into, right?
In The Edge, I don't think so.
Well,
they were out in the woods then too, fighting off a bear.
Yeah, but they're fighting off a bear. They're in this movie. They're fighting off 20 wolves.
Okay, fine.
Okay. And everybody's being picked off one by one. But the thing about this movie is there seems to be a double meaning about it that I was getting. So I want people. I've been telling people to go watch it because the whole movie I was waiting for like a twist in it, and I saw it as I don't know if this would be a spoiler, but I mean, I thought he was already dead. Like, I thought everybody was dead. Like, nobody, because like as you see in the trailer, like they go into there's a plane crash and they crash in the Arctic. And they're supposed to survive, and the whole time they're like, how we shouldn't have survived that. They couldn't believe how they survived it because they were going way too fast. Yeah. And if you watch certain parts, like continuity things, like he supposedly double strapped himself into a seat, and then when he wakes up in the snow, he's not even in the seat anymore. He just wakes up and he's lying in the snow. And so I'm watching,
and he has like no wounds to his stomach or his chest. Like, it doesn't matter how tight he was strapped in. Maybe he slid out.
Yeah, like a cut to his face and that's it. But on the other hand, you see this other guy like a little bit away from him who was strapped into the one seat by himself, and he's sitting there. So I was just watching it and I was like, are they all dead? And this is kind of like a weird purgatory type thing going on, like a test. Man. That's how I was seeing it. But other people just saw it as one thing. But if you pay attention to stuff and like, there's like little clues and things, like it's like, and I was reading online, like other people were seeing the same thing. So it wasn't me. But it's a really good movie either way. It's a really awesome adventure, survivalist, action movie. Great. It was really awesome. And Liam Neeson's really awesome in it too.
Did you stay after the credits?
I did.
Okay, yeah. Apparently there's a credit scene afterwards. Like,
it was like a 2-second thing. It's not really worth it because my brother's like, you gotta stay. Because I went with my brother, and he's like, I heard somebody tell me like you gotta stay after credits. There's like a special Easter egg, and I watched it and we waited, and I'm like, not really worth it. Yeah, it's not really worth it.
Like, I didn't think that would be a kind of film where you would like, it's like, wait for after the credits. That's what we see for like a blockbuster film like Transformers or a comic book movie.
Yeah.
I really don't expect to see that.
It's really not.
Stay for the end of The Grey. Why? After the credits, something amazing happens. Like, oh.
No, it's not. It's not really worth it, but the movie itself is worth seeing. It's a really good movie.
I'm kind of curious about, as far as Joe Carnahan, the director, goes, because it's the guy who did Smoking Aces and The A-Team. Is the same kind of like fast, frenetic editing like the other two films are? Like The A-Team and Smoking Aces?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then my curiosity has even gone lower then
This
because
is
like
way like
because I love those two films as far as like camera work goes, like directing for those two films go. I love it.
No, this is completely different. Like if you watch this movie, you would never know it's from that guy.
Oh man,
You would never know because it's a totally different atmosphere type movie. I mean, it's action, but it's not. No, it's not like.
Got it.
It's not like, edited that way at all.
Got it.
But go see it. I think you'll like it.
Well, all right then. I think that's it for the box office and whatnot.
Hmm?
I think that's it for the box office and whatnot. But I got a little bit of movie news.
Okay.
Because I always find one horrible story because Hollywood has plenty of them. This one, I think who wrote this one? This is from Deadline.com. The news came out a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers is writing and attempting to sign on Will Smith for an I Am Legend sequel.
Ugh.
And I'm wondering, wait a minute, pump the brakes. I could have sworn he didn't survive the first film.
No, that was the alternate ending.
Wait, which one was the alternate ending? One he survives, one he doesn't survive.
The one he didn't. I think the one he didn't survive was the alternate ending. The one that was
the one he does. I thought the one he does survive was the alternate ending.
I don't know. I didn't like that movie, so even if they do make one, I'm not going to watch it because it was horrible.
Yeah.
So, like, the other movies that they've made based off the I Am Legend book, like the Omega Man and The Last Man on Earth, which are way older movies. One is like 70s, and the other one's like 50s, maybe early 60s. Yeah. Those are so much better movies.
They are. Vincent Price, man.
It's good.
Yeah.
Not Will Smith's fake zombie, not
zombie vampires.
Zombie vampires that aren't really there because they're all CG video game looking things. It's bullcrap.
Yeah. There's like apparently Will Smith he's not gonna sign up for it unless he like reads the script first, and like Francis Lawrence supposed to come back and direct it, which I don't know what they're gonna do. Like it just seems like a horrible idea.
The first one was a horrible idea. So yeah, I think our feelings are clear about a sequel to I Am Legend.
Yes. Well, then let's just discuss DVDs.
Okay.
As far as DVDs that came out while we were away, Harold and Kumar Christmas, Lady and the Tramp, Breaking Dawn Part 1, Rum Diary, Human Centipede 2. There's this film that came out on DVD called The Dead, which is like, it's a zombie film that's set in Africa. I just stumbled across it. I have yet to see it, but it came out on DVD on Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And pretty much it's just this like special forces like covert guy living in Africa, American guy living in Africa,
mm-hmm.
It's like something he wrecks on an island or something, wrecks on like the shore of like an African nation, and there's like a zombie infection, and these are like the old classic slow moving zombies too. It's like none of the feel no pain running zombies. This is like classic like slow walkers and stuff.
Okay.
And he teams up with this one African soldier who didn't want to like kill people he loved. I don't know the entire plot, but pretty much it's these two guys trying to find a way to survive this like Africa full of dead people. So the trailer looks really freaking cool. So I kind of wanted to stumble across that, but that came out last weekend. That came out on Valentine's Day. So that looks pretty interesting. Paranormal Activity 3 came out.
Yeah.
The Woody Allen documentary, I don't really know. But coming out on this Tuesday on DVD, is Martha Marcy May Marlene.
I still want to see that.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. Tower Heist, the Ben Stiller comedy. Actually, that was like, it wasn't the best film of the year, but it was definitely
okay.
It was good. Yeah, it was. I don't know.
It was nice to see Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy doing shitty role.
A little bit something a little bit more like serious or like comedic than just a stupid kids movie again.
Yeah.
J. Edgar comes out on DVD. Yeah, I've heard nothing but boring stuff about that.
It was just random.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a biop.
Yeah. And The Way, a little independent movie starring Martin Sheen and, of all people, Emilio Estevez. Where the hell's he been at?
Didn't he direct it and write it or
Yeah,
something?
he directed and wrote it, and he got his dad to star in it. Pretty much what it is like Emilio Estevez's character passes away, and then his father collects his ashes and does the same walk that his son used to, like this giant world like international hike across like Asia and Europe. Like pays tribute to his son, and he like meets people along the way, and it's supposed to be inspirational and like mushy, and it seems pretty cool. Like, I'd rent it. Like, doesn't seem bad.
Okay.
So yeah, Martin
All right.
doesn't pick many bad films, and so yeah, that is. I think it's that.
That's it? All right.
I think that's all I got. It's been a nice long hour of film talking. We should be back in a week or two to discuss.
Are we going to be back next week the Oscars?
It is. Never mind. We'll be back in 2 weeks to discuss.
If we don't want to do something with...
No, because that didn't work for the Golden Globes at all.
Are you even going to watch the Oscars? I don't know if I'm going to watch.
Oscars,
I didn't watch last year.
The Golden Globes I'm like meh about, but the Oscars I probably will watch. I love the Oscars. It's like my second Super Bowl. It is. I love the Oscars, man.
We should have a Super Bowl, like an Oscars party where we get like chicken wings.
I have a friend who invited me to one. I'm like, I don't know.
Are you gonna dress up?
The Walking Dead's on too, so I gotta like switch.
I probably will watch The Walking Dead. I watched tonight's episode, which was pretty interesting. So
yeah, it was.
I think Shane is going away this season.
Thank God.
I have a feeling Shane is not going to be coming back third season.
And I'm pretty sure I saw like a quick little clip of like a zombie at a prison fence, which means they might be going to the prison finally too. Perfect.
Prison fence, maybe.
In the next time on the Walking Dead thing, I could have sworn I saw like a prison bus in the background. Like, yes, get to the damn prison already. So hopefully that's all going to happen.
I think by the end of this season, we will at least see the prison. I think next season will be the prison. It will end with us finding the prison.
And then I think the end of season 3 will be like the introduction of the governor, hopefully.
Hopefully, maybe the governor. Though I've been hearing talks that the governor they're looking to cast the governor for season 3. So who knows? But I also
as long as he looks
the girl
like
with the machete comes in with the
Michonne or whatever.
I hope she shows up next season.
No, she's casted. They already casted. They already hired a girl to play her, so she's happening.
Is she coming this season or next season?
I think it might be the end of this season. Maybe I'm not entirely sure.
Awesome.
So we got like 5 episodes left.
Awesome.
Yes. All right,
I'm so excited. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Time to words finishing up. I hope Alpha's okay.
I hope his girlfriend didn't,
kill him
too hard.
Kill him poor guy. Oh. All right. Well, we'll see you guys in I think a week or two. Once the Oscars are over, we'll come back and discuss more films and more tantalizing questions about film-like things. For Alpha, I am Tom K.
I am Amber.
And Justin, you can push the little button and make the show end now. All right. Bye, guys.